Hi, let's take a look at API testing with Postman. When you Google Postman, the first choice will be postman.com. Let's click. At this site, you can create your account and sign in. Also, Postman gives you a brief description what is an API for commercial social media, cloud, mobile, and other devices, and also basically how API work. What is an API client? API request contents from endpoint, which is simply a dedicated URL, method, which might have parameters, request headers, request body. And what is an API server? And API response contents like returns HTTP status codes, response headers, and body. To work with APIs, you need to have a basic knowledge about HTTP status codes. Basically, they're divided in 5 sections. Hundreds informational response, 200s success, 300s response redirection, 400 request redirection, 400 client error, 500 server error. To start up, you need to know 3 of them. Some of the 200s successful, 400 which is client error on client side, and 500 which is on server error, response error. Let's proceed to 200. Most important is 200, which is okay. Would be if you are using post method 201 created. Let's bypass 300s. And let's go to client errors. Everybody aware about 400 bad request, 401 unauthorized access, 402 payment required, for third parties especially, and most famous one, 404 not found. Let's go to 500s. Server errors. 500 is internal server error, and 502 is bad gateway. To test with Postman API, we're gonna be using, everybody are using it, recres.in website, reqres.in, right here, which provides us with basic API requests, like get list of user, get single user, post, which means create, put, which means total update, patch, which means partial update, and delete particular user. To do this, we need to click on it, and let's say what's gonna be returned. Response supposed to be 200, a list of users. Let's implement it. Now I'm back to Postman, and let's take a quick overview. To file, edit, view, you might zoom in or zoom out if required. Sidebar is collection, environments, API, mock services, monitors, and so on. You need, first of all, you need to create a workspace or work in provided workspace. To understand it, you need to remember right now you have to work in account, and if you are working for your organization, you will be provided a team account to share with your team. Also, you might adjust your settings, especially on General tab, where you can adjust your working environment. Also, might select teams or change teams. Right now, I will be using public API workspace. However, you might create your own workspace. Or go to File, New, and create workspace here. However, like I said before, you will be provided team workspace. Now, create collection to your request. Immediately create a collection. You can click here, create new collection. Right now, I'm gonna kill it. Create new collection. I'm using blank collection and provide the name. Demo API. I'll call it startup. Enter, and right now you got your collection. Switch it off, and you need to add the request. You have three options. Click right here at plus sign, add a request, or here add collection, add request. Right now it's blank, so I'm using a link, add the request. Request type will be get. I need to provide a name for the request. Get clients list. As you can see, it's renamed. Now I need to provide a link. I'll insert a recommended link and let's save it first of all. Now, simply drag it to the left and let's take a look at parameters first. Page value is 2 here. It could be different, like 20 or so, if you can see it changes. Recommended 2 for this site. Also, you can take a look at headers, at body, and scripts. You can immediately add script right now. There is a range of pre-arranged scripts here, and we will be choosing a script, this one, status code 200. Save your request, go to overview back, and execute it. Let's take a look. So, page number 2, and you can see the list of users. The response code was 200, which was set in script, and it was expected. And this is the corresponding request statistics. Very good. Let's drag it back. It's saved. So now I'm gonna close it and I'm gonna add another request. This type I'm gonna use this plus sign. The method will be post we're gonna create, and we need a link. This is recommended link we need to create in users list. I wanna save it. I'll create a name. Create new client. In collection, click Save. Let's drag it. And we need to create a body. In body, I'll pull it down. You need to use a row right here to create a body. Notice that all requests and response will be in JSON format. I'll paste prearranged script. I'll save it, my request. And we're gonna send it. Once again, 201 user created. Statistics. Statistic is good. Pull it up. So we've created a new user name with job position description. ID is 497. It's important if you want to modify this user. Created at timestamp. Once again, the response text. Let's see the response. Right now it's in JSON. You can change it to XML if you need, to HTML, or to text. However, like I explained, the accepted is JSON. It's the best one. So like I said, ID is 497. Let's pull it back. Let's clear the response section. Clear response. I'll pull it back. I'll close it. And I'm gonna add another request. Add request. New request will be full client update. We're gonna select for full client update put method and enter link. Remember that our created client ID was 497. So we need to create a body first. Save. We need to go to body. Select row once again and create a body. I'm placing a body. I'd like to update both name because it's put method. It's full update, so we need to update name and job. Put the user ID 497. We're gonna be sending in JSON. Let's add some script. I'd like to put response time is less than 20 milliseconds. So I'd like to save it. Return to body. And let's execute this put method. Very good. Both name and job position were updated with timestamp. 200 is fine, statistic is fine. Clear response, and let's provide partial update this time. drag it back. Let's create another request. We're gonna use patch. Let's provide a link for patch. The link is same as put in users for user ID, which we created for 97. Let's create a body for the request. Select row. Let's place a body. Once again in JSON format. Let's say we're required to update the name only. Let's add some script. We can add a number of scripts. I'll put this one. This one. As you can see, there is a successful status code, successful post method. We could use it for post. And that's enough. I'll return to body. Once again, let me check scripts. Body. Do not forget to save it. Save it as partial client update. Click save. All good. The name is right here. Let's drag it. Good. And simply execute it. As expected, statistic is fine, all fine, and updated 8 timestamp. Let's check it in XML format, HTML, but like I said, the preferable choice is always JSON, JavaScript object notation. Right now it's pretty view and you can view it in raw view. Very good. So all we need now to delete this client, it is logical. Add request. Delete existing client. Use delete. Who we're gonna delete? We're gonna delete this one. Save it. Drag. Since we're deleting in the same user list by ID of creator our created already existing client, there is no body. Let's return to overview and let's simply execute it. As expected, no content. No content because this is the expected response. The server successfully processed the request, but it's not returning any content because the client was deleted. It is absolutely true. So to sum up, let's rerun all the tests. As you can see, you could run them individually when you click and select, but usually after individual, we run them as a collection using collection runner. It is very simple to do. Simply click on on collection triple point and select Run Collection. Let's click on it. As you can see, it was pretty easy result. All the 5 tests were run. Also, optionally, you can select your functional run. Right now I was running manually. You can schedule runs, automate via CLI. You can run them as functional or as a performance and set your requirements. In addition, let me kill it. In addition, you might create extra monitors to work on your tests. You can select a collection, add a monitor name, let's say API and go down and click Create Monitor. I'm not gonna do it right now. So let's sum up again. Return to collections. We created a logical client creation follow-up. First of all, we select the client list. Then we created new client. Then fully updated client. Then partial update. And finally, we deleted existing client. Exactly like you will be working with databases where you create a client, you modify client, and if it's necessary, you delete that client. Now, good news. If you're working for real organization or real companies, like I said, you will be provided another account, not individual, it's gonna be team account, and you will be provided another links already pre-designed and predefined for you, which you're gonna be testing. And in addition, I'd like to say that working and testing API is not so difficult, as you can see. All you need to do, all you need to know is to know the basic stuff to start up. Let's run this collection again to finalize it. As you can see, it was pretty easy to do. Thank you. See you in the next lectures.